tee this one up. The Rebels will put toe together to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. Past the 45. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Volunteers are on the move. Back to pass, it's Knight. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Unloads to the right. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Volunteers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here. Going their necks up. It's most important to get in this area. 2nd and goal now. They get the big stop.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening run.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's chased out of bounds, but man, does that return set them up with spectacular field position at the +46. To throw, it's Maddox. Pressure coming. Grab behind the line, it's French. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown Volunteers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Looking to buy time. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Moving out to the right. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some. He smashes his way through again. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Watkins. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here is the Tennessee offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking for a man. It's Knight. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble when the long pass is incomplete.
When you see them there taking a shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the foot.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Handoff from the gun. Got it up for the first. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Meyer. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Dropping back, it's Knight. It's complete to the left. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The screen, he's got wheels.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the ground with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Maddox. Caught. Close to the marker. It's French. Made a defender miss. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Might be changing the route. Now the play fake. He'll let it go to the left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. To the air, it's Knight. Makes the grab, it's Lewis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Zings it complete to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. try to get it through the air. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Volunteers. And the route is on. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he added the extra point. They'll immediately call timeout. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew.
Oh, what vision. Can they catch it? They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out. Lost to 25, he's brought down at the 26. So here is the Tennessee offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, they forced the incompletion.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Quickly complete. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Off play action. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be
turning it on. Picks up the first down. Past the 20. Touchdown ball. And the beatdown has ensued. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Vols send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Sets up the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Job of coverage on that kick. So here is the Tennessee offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Trucks through the defender. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Knight. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a
picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. The 20. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's French. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Get it out on the screen. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Find some fresh air. There he goes down the right side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock. Grab behind the line. It's French. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Runs through a tackle. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Hard running there. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always